Hello everybody, welcome to theCUBE. A lot going on. Here's our lineup. President Obama declares war on anti-US cyber terror. An Israeli startup solves smartphone's biggest problem. Riff, a chain video recording app, is Facebook's young hope. Russians are dumping fermented milk on their heads. Why? And April Fools bring us a whole lot of viral videos and more. Let's do it. Obama is going to war. This time it's cyber war. President Barack Obama has signed a new executive order imposing new economic sanctions on anyone who perpetrates cyber attacks against American interests, putting into practice an idea that has been floating for at least 2 years. That would mean that if the United States can effectively identify a person or group of people conducting such breaches and who have assets in the United States, then those assets could be frozen or have related financial transactions severely damaged. Starting today, we're giving notice to those who pose significant threats to our security or economy by damaging our critical infrastructure, disrupting or hijacking our computer networks, or stealing the trade secrets of American companies, the president wrote. We have a feeling this will not end well. We'll wait and see. Now, Google is really trying to push its Chrome OS system to the world, and they may have found a very cheap way to stick it to us. The tech giant announced it has teamed up with ASUS to create Chromebit, a tiny USB-powered device that can attach to any display. This, of course, really means we'd love it if you would turn your living room TV into a Chrome OS computer, and it will cost you a measly $100. Although the tiny computer on a stick concept isn't new, a shot has been fired towards Intel's computer stick, a similar device running Microsoft's Windows OS. Google pitched it as something that lets you walk up to any LCD display and instantly transform it into a viable computer. How cool is that? Now, smartphones are so smart these days, it feels that they can do almost too much, and it's too complicated to do the basic thing they were invented for, that's to connect with people. A new Israeli startup wants to help us connect with our friends easily. Drope simplifies the process with an always-on launcher for your contacts. It shows up as a column of dots on the side of your screen. All you have to do is swipe right to reveal a menu of contacts along with a bunch of communication options like phone, SMS, email, Google Hangout, and Skype. It's drag and drop contact onto an app icon, and bam, you're talking or texting into an instant. Here's their pitch.
Need to reach a friend? You gotta unlock your screen, select an app, and work it the way it likes to be worked. Only to realize that now you need to switch to another app. So we decided to kick it up a notch. Introducing Droop, a brand new mobile experience so natural you'll wonder why it wasn't always there. Get rid of the whole apps and contacts mess with one simple gesture. Swipe and drop a contact. Bam! Instant interaction performed the same way wherever you are. Lock screen, home screen, or inside any app. Anywhere on your phone. Just look for the Droop dots to call, email, navigate, send a calendar invite, or WhatsApp to any of your contacts. Your recent contacts and favorites are always a swipe away. And groups? For the first time ever, you can email, WhatsApp, send a calendar invite, or even make a conference call to any group using the same simple action. What are you going to do with all this free time? Time to evolve.
And now we will contact Will Barak Witkowski, CEO and founder of Droop, to tell us about his startup. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Jack.
So this is one of those ideas that one can think, how come I didn't invent it before? How did the idea come from?
Okay, so that's a funny story. I sat in a restaurant with Asi, my partner, about a year ago with our wives. By the way, he's one of my best friends for years. Mm-hmm. And one of the wives, I don't even remember if it was mine or Asi's wife, asked why don't we call them more during the day. And we said as a joke that it's simply because we don't see their face on our mobile devices. And what started as a joke, we really came to the conclusion that's the right thing. As you've just said, this mobile device is mostly about interacting with our friends. So we asked ourselves, why does it look like a PC? Why do I see all those apps on the home screen instead of the people that I mostly interact with? And then we started thinking and got to all sort of creative ideas here.
You know, there are many startups trying to put some order in the contacts mess. So what's your edge, Droop's edge?
Droop is not a regular application in this manner. It's an overlay that is always around, even when you're assigned another application or in your lock screen. So wherever you are, you can see the dots and swipe them, and then have a unique, coherent experience taking one contact to any application you want to interact with. In fact, that's the only solution which literally makes all your friends to be just one swipe away anywhere.
So you don't open the app, you don't go to WhatsApp or Facebook, you go to the friends and then you can choose how do you want to talk to them?
Exactly. That's the way that the experience should be. When you want to interact with someone, even when you say it, you say, okay, I want to contact this person, my father, my friend, and then you think how you want to interact with him. So Droop enables you really doing that. Start swiping the relevant contact, see where you can approach him right now, and have same experience, whether for single contact or group.
You know, as a customer, I really need to trust a launcher, since it's going to be there all the time, right in the middle of my phone. Do you find people have a problem with this trust gap that have to do, and how do you, solve this, bypass this problem?
Okay, so Droop is a very non-intrusive solution. In fact, you can keep on working with your regular launcher or your regular lock screen, and keep on reading your Facebook feed or the news in CNN. But whenever you want to interact with a friend, you can swipe the dots, and then the experience is so coherent and simple that I think that you gain the trust immediately, and that's also the feedback that we gained from the users since we launched about a week ago, I think.
And isn't it a little dangerous to be so dependent on the Android system?
First of all, Android, as you know, is a huge market today, and as a small startup, you need to start somewhere. So we started there, but I can tell you that we got a huge demand in the last days since we launched the solution to have Droop's experience in iOS as well. So we are starting to work on that today, and we're also adding now very cool new features which we think can be killer features in the manner of interactions in iPhone as well.
And what's up in the near future? Any chance of an iOS version?
Yeah. So indeed, we are starting working those days on an iOS version, and hopefully we will see more and more users reaching to the Droop solution, and the curve that started in the last days, we really gain the feedback and confidence that it will continue in the future as well.
And is the dream a big exit, being bought by a big foreign company, or do you want to grow and stay local? What's the dream?
Okay, so I can tell you that in the last days since we launched, the first thing that I do in the morning before I even open my eyes completely is refresh the analytics panel on my mobile device and see how many people registered to our solution and swiped interaction through Droop while I was sleeping. So I think that our current dream right now is to see those numbers, which we are very happy with in the last week, to see them getting bigger and bigger, and currently this is totally our dream, and we're sure that if we'll continue doing well with that, we'll have all sorts of options here.
And last but not least, do you contact your wife more now?
I think so. And some of the people wrote us in the support that now they don't have the excuse because their friends tell them that they're now one swipe away.
Yes, they are. Thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you, Jason.
Okay, let's move on. Twitter has Vine and Periscope. Snapchat has Our Stories. Now, Facebook has a viral video app of its own. It's called Riff. In a push to make videos stickier on the social network, Facebook launched Riff, a new video recording app that lets users make videos with their friends. Riff is built to encourage friends to create a chain of video clips, 20 seconds or shorter, connected by the thread of a single hashtag topic. Users have already been seeing seeing a higher volume of videos when they sign on to Facebook, and Riff could be part of this trend. Here is one of the first Riff videos created, a Riff made by the Broadway showcast of American in Paris. Watch it, it's cute.
This is my walk to work every day. American in Paris on Broadway at the Palace, which happens to be 102 years old this week. Ah.
I'm late to work, and I've got to sign in or I'm going to get in huge trouble. Oh my God, it's Gia making her Broadway debut! Woo!
I'm so excited to be making my Broadway debut. I gotta stretch it out.
Wait, has anybody seen Robbie today?
Oh, you're here. What's up?
Well, you know, just stretching. Loving the Palace.
Dante, our associate choreographer, just went into labor, and we're gonna have an American in Paris on Broadway, baby!
We got a baby on the way.
Time to do this, baby!
Yeah, if you didn't get it, so every part of the video was recorded by a different user, you know, and then they got all mixed together. That's the concept of Riff, and it's cool. Now, Russia always has to be different. In a strange take on the charity-driven internet craze from several months ago, Russian celebrities are pouring bottles of kefir, a type of fermented milk, on their heads for the greater reason: good. Among the celebs taking part in the Ice Kefir Challenge are the ballerina Anastasia Volochkova and the singer Alexei Vorbyov. The kefir bath aimed to promote Dairy Kitchen, a Russian charity that gives out free meals to children under the age of 3. Yes, they are throwing food on their heads to fight child hunger. And if you thought, if the thought itself is not disturbing enough, well, you've seen the images. Now, okay, we admit it. We saw some great April Fool jokes. We were surprised too. So let's start with a new Google service that will change mail forever. Not email, mail, you know, the paper stuff.
And yet, as we've become more connected, the mail has stayed pretty much the same. It just sits there, in a box, all day. Well, we think it's time for a change. Introducing a new way to experience the mail you love. The good old-fashioned kind that you touch with your hands and smell with your nose. Imagine a mailbox that saves you a trip when nothing is there, or notifies you the second it arrives. A mailbox that learns from your habits, that's never too hot or too cold. Mail for today, with all the things we love about the electronic kind, like smart folders that keep things organized, strong filters to weed out spam, and apps that do more. Imagine mail you can take with you.
Funny. Now, web store ThinkGeek is always trying to sell and promote new products in April Fool's jokes. But this year they might hit a home run with the selfie ring for people who think the selfie stick is not silly enough.
From the look of this, you'd think that Michael here was about to go on some sort of wild adventure. But what if we told you that Michael only wanted to take a selfie? The ultimate selfie. Introducing the Do-It-Yourselfie 360-degree selfie rig. This torso-mounted rig, made of polyester and steel, can hold up to 12 cameras and syncs directly to your smartphone, making any time bullet time. So whether you're documenting a tasty treat, snapping a selfie of a selfie, or ruining the most important business meeting of your life, your entire cranium will be captured and your narcissism will come full circle with the Do-It-Yourselfie 360-degree selfie rig.
Sexy. And last but not least, this new service that will send you gifts in real life. Not really.
I love sharing gifts and expressing myself.
But what if you could share them in real life?
That's impossible.
No, that's gift. Each time you send a gift, we'll box up a real one and deliver it to your doorstep.
Thank
Thank you.
And it works with today's hottest gifts: pizza, shocked Patrick, crumbling tacos, blingies, kick flips, birthday wishes, spits, and kitty cats. It's just like the real thing, because it is.
It really is the gift that keeps on giving.
Send one today.
Yeah, it's funny. I severely hate April's Fools, and it's over now officially. No more talk about it until next year here on the Tube. And that's it. Show's over. Thank you very much for watching. Please view our weekend edition throughout the weekend. We'll be back on Monday with a brand new show of the Tube. Log on to our Twitter and our Tumblr. It's thetube24. And always remember, hate is good only for catching flies. Russian saying.